Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is XRP right here. I got it on the screen. Haven't did any updates in a little bit, so yeah, nothing's really changed. If we look at the chart here, I'm looking at the monthly chart, and what's interesting about the monthly chart is the month just ended. So now we're in April. So March, we had a very beautiful rally in March. So if you can see here, beautiful engulfing monthly candle. What I like about it too is we had this three-wave move. 1, 2, 3, and then we went sideways consolidation. We even had this sideways consolidation right here. We had a big pop up, and then it sort of sprung down here again, held it at the same point, continued going sideways. These are monthly candles. So, this is 1 month, 2 month, 3 month. Just those three candles right there is 3 months of price action just chilling right here. So, and then look, we got to the end of the apex. We got to the apex of the triangle. So here's your triangle, and we are literally at the end. We could have maybe went one more month, but that's pushing it. We had a beautiful engulfing candle that took out this whole range, which is good. Now, what's even more important is check this out. Let me get rid of that. Okay, so these are monthly candles here. So if you look here, let me make sure it's right on the close here. That's good enough. Okay, so that black line represents the swing high of the range. Okay, so 1 second, let me just highlight it here for everybody to see. So this is the range that we were inside this box. We're inside this massive accumulation box. So just a short recap here. I think we're in a crash, retrace, reaccumulation, blast off. So if you see here, we have a rise, we have a crash, we have a retrace, we have a reaccumulation, sideways, 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 blast off. Okay, that's what I think, and that's what we are now. So same thing: rise, crash, retrace, reaccumulation, sideways, sideways, sideways. What happens next? Exactly, blast off. Same thing: rise, crash, retrace, reaccumulation, sideways, 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 blast off. Same thing: rise, crash, retrace, reaccumulation, sideways, 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 and what happens next? Exactly. So, is this the blast off phase? Well, if we come down here, let's check it out. This was our box right here. Okay, so these are our box. So we have this cycle. I don't want to repeat myself, but I'm going to say it again. We had a rise, a crash, a retrace, a reaccumulation inside this box, just like we are right now. So the question is, are we breaking out? Well, let's see. Because if you look here at this box, we actually did break above the box right there. See? Right there. Here's our box. We broke above the box, but then look, we had a red candle and we went all the way back down for another reaccumulation. So this is the reaccumulation. Retrace, reaccumulation, sideways, retrace, reaccumulate. It's basically one huge reaccumulation consolidation. That's what it is. So you can see we broke out, but it was a failed breakout. We had a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's see if that's the same. Let's see if that matches up. We have, this is the first time I'm doing it too, so I don't know if it's going to match up. We have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, that's interesting. That could be where we are here, but honestly, I don't think so. I think we are, where are we? That's what we're trying to figure out. We are either here or we are here. We're ready. But I don't think so, because I honestly think we're right in here. We still need to come down, retest this area, and then break out. So for example, if I were to draw it, it would look something like this. I think it needs to do something. So we had this 1, 2, and now we're in 1. So now we need a 2. We'll come down for 2. We could tag this low real quick, but either way, then we want to go out and then come back, maybe back test this area, and then just go to the moon like rocket ship status. And I mean go, 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 like big time go. So we're very, very close. We literally, all we have left is just this right here. Just that. Once we break out of that circle, it's game on. So let me take everything off the screen and let me show you one simple thing. Check this out. This is the monthly chart. We just broke out of this range. We broke out. That's a good sign. It doesn't mean we can't come back in the range, because according to this, right down here, it was the same thing. Here's your line. Look at that. We broke out of that same line. Right there. Same thing here. Let me try to scrunch it down so you can see. So I'm on my phone, so bear with me. We had this run up, boom. Same thing here. We had this run up, boom. And then we had this pull back sideways. See? Pull back sideways. Same thing here. We had a pull back sideways. And then what happened after that? We had a pop. And what did it pop above? It popped above the line. It popped above that swing high. And what do we see here? Same thing. We had a pop, and it popped above that swing high. So now what? Now what can we expect? Well, the only data we have is this 2 leg here. So we have a down month. Actually, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 months. I don't think it's going to last 5 months. I think it might be a couple months. I don't think it'll be 5 months. But if it continues to do what this has done over here, and it's been doing it flawlessly, then we can expect this to maybe go a little bit higher. Because if you notice, see this red candle right there? See that wick? It came above this green candle. So far, this red candle has not gone above this green candle. So I think it can get up to maybe 57, maybe 60 cents. But ultimately, we need a big pullback, another reaccumulation, another consolidation. And this, my friends, will be the spring that will set sail off to the moon. You and me, we're going to the moon. And then once we get there, we might want to go to Mars too. But first, let's get to the moon. But first, let's get through this correction here. So if I were to take a fractal pattern right here, and I'm going to match it up exactly there, and then I'm going to take that, I'm going to take this fractal here. 1 second. I'm going to take it right there. So that's where we are, somewhere in here. So there's the pop. Let's see. There's the pop. Right. I think it's right there, right about there. So there you go. So if history is any indication and this fractal continues to play out, this is what we could see. Look at that. So we had this beautiful mega rally. This is the only rally XRP had. It was basically the coin came out and then we went sideways, build our base. This is our base right here. See this big base? This is the base. It's a box. And then we blasted off from that box. And then we had a mega bear market. And this is our crash. And then we had a retracement. And now we're in another crash, which is just another word for reaccumulation. We are right now in reaccumulation. And basically we're waiting for either the price needs to break above this high right here, above 78 cents, above 80 cents, or we're just going to roll back over, take out this low and have basically like a liquidity grab. So let me just show you real quick. Let me show you here first. Right there. So let me pull your attention here. So you see how we were ranging in here, and then look, you see this wick? This wick went right below that line. And that was by design. That was pure market manipulation by the market makers. What they did was people have their stop losses at this low for short, or for their long. So they think, oh, we bought them, now we're going to go higher. But in reality, people were long. So what did they do? They wanted to take those longs and make them stop out. So what they did is they brought the price below this area to make them stop out. So that could be exactly what's happening here. Think about what's happening right now. Everybody's bullish. Everybody's excited. Everybody's like, yeah, I'm having some relief. My portfolio's going higher. So what are people doing? People are going long. So what do the market makers want? Do those market makers want the people going long to make money? Hell no. The market makers want to make money. So they need to get all those longs out of there and provide liquidity for these institutional traders, for these hedge funds, for these mega whales. You know what I mean? So if you look here, we are doing the same thing. So it looks like we bottom. So it's like, okay, we bottom. We're ranging. Okay, so I'm going to go long now. Okay, we're going long. And look, we got the breakout. We broke above that line. But then what do the market makers do? They bring the price all the way back down, break this low. Let me zoom in so you can see what I'm talking about. The market makers are keeping this price in a range. And then look, the price broke out of the range. So it's like, okay, now I'm going long. I'm long. The price broke out. We got a monthly candle close. We have a monthly candle close above the breakout area. So what does that mean? That means I'm going to go long. So now I'm long, but then look what happens. The price goes right back down. And not only does it go down, it actually breaks this low. It breaks below 30 cents, going all the way down to potentially 22 cents, stops everybody out. All that liquidity is gone. Then what happens? Everybody's bearish. Everybody's so bearish. Oh my God, we're going to zero. Oh my God, we're so bearish. No. So what happens next? People go short. Once people go short, then what happens? Everybody's short here. Then what happens? The market makers say, okay, now we're going to go to the moon. And then look what happens. We freaking fly to the moon, like mega moon status. But first, the market makers want to stop everybody out that was long and then make everybody go short. And then once everybody's short, then they take the price higher. See, it's never what you think. See, right now, we had this rally, then this crash, and then look, we're going sideways in a range, and then we broke above the range. So your instinct is like, okay, now we're bullish. Let's go long. So people go long. But then what they do, this is why trading is so hard. Nobody's sitting here saying trading is easy. Guys, trading is hard. Don't let anybody say, oh, this is too easy. This is easy. No, it's not. It is hard. You will lose money. Everybody loses money. It's very hard to trade. It's not an easy thing to do. Now, if you manage your risk and, look for really good setups and have a plan and have a set of guidelines and a set of rules, and it's an A+ setup, then of course, you're going to make money. But most people get liquidated. That's the whole point of the market. If I put a position down and it hit my stop loss, I didn't lose my whole portfolio. I just lost the percentage that it went down. So like, let's say I have $1,000 position and it went down and triggered my stop loss. Well, that doesn't mean I lost $1,000. It just means I lost, say, 50 or 20 bucks or $100 or something that whatever the price is where it broke below the stop. So I'll leave you with this. Is the price breaking out, right? Is the price breaking out? We're breaking out and then we're going to come down and back test and then we're going to go higher. Or is the price coming down like this and then going to shoot up? That's the big question. I think we need a pullback. I think we're doing something like this right here. This range is the key, in my opinion. This is the key because it looks just like this. You had a retracement. You have a retracement. You have a down move, reaccumulation sideways. You have a down move, reaccumulation sideways. I mean, it can't get any more perfect than that. And then look, it gets even better. You see this green candle? It broke above this high. This candle broke above this high, just like this candle broke above this high. And then it's too perfect. It's like, it's too pretty, So I would not be buying right now. I would wait. Let's zoom in now. We look at the monthly chart. Now let's zoom into the 4-hour chart. How much time do I have? Okay, I'm at 18 minutes. So I might have to speed the video up. So if you look at let's look at the daily chart. Let's look at the daily chart. The daily chart, we had this three-wave move to the upside, but is it going to be a 5-wave move or is it going to be a 3-wave move? So we have 1, 2, 3, and then we broke above this high. Not quite on the daily chart. We actually got resisted. On the monthly chart, we broke it, but on the daily chart, we did not, because you can see these areas are a lot higher. So, either we're going to consolidate, hit one more to the high and then ABC and then continue on. And then this could be your spring, or we're going to come back down. Like I said, we're going to come down real fast and furious, take out this liquidity right here and then go higher. Either way, we're bullish. Either way, moving forward, I'm bullish. I'm just very skeptical that it's going to happen right now. I mean, look at this rally. We went from here all the way up here. It took about 90 days and we went up about 90%. So that's pretty good. 90 days, 90%. So we want to see a pullback. We want to see something, we're right at resistance right now. So, we're right at resistance. So you would expect that the price would come down and maybe retest this area here. So this is all under the assumption that it's not going to continue to follow fractal. If it's not going to follow fractal and we're not going to come down here, take out that liquidity and then go way higher like the fractal suggests. And by the way, if that happens, then this whole area right here is your spring. That whole area will be your spring. So a spring can be very long. A spring can be very long and grueling. So it's not going to be like a fast flash crash. It could be like a long, it could be all the way to October. I mean, think about that. It could be October and we could be at 29 cents. We would still be bullish according to the fractal. So, yeah, if that happens, it's going to suck because it's going to take so long. But either way you look at it, we're bullish. So, I don't know what's going to exactly happen at this moment. I mean, looking at Bitcoin, here's Bitcoin right now. I mean, if you see, we just had a 5-way move. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 5 moves right there. So now what do we need? We need a 1, 2, we need a 3-way pullback. Maybe test this high here, right here, and then go. And then during this time, that's when we get that pullback in XRP. So just be cautious. Don't be going all in right now. Let the market reveal itself. Let's see what happens. This is not financial advice. I could be totally dead wrong and this thing can go to zero and I can lose all my money. So I would not listen to me and I would not lose all my money. I would not lose all your money. So just be very, very careful. If you're an investor and you're buying XRP and you're holding it for the long run, then you have nothing to worry about. This is what's supposed to happen. These are the charts. Let's just glance real quick at XLM since I see it really fast. So yeah, check this out. Whoops. If you look at this, XLM actually got back into this resistance and now we're kind of in this area here. So looking at XLM, I would suspect that there would be a pullback, some consolidation, and then a rise higher. So that would be like a 1, 2, 1, 2, and then we can get that 3, 4, 5, something like that. But either way you look at it, expecting a down move. If this thing keeps, if it goes sideways a little bit and then fires up again, then this whole thing's going to be too overextended, and then it's just going to collapse later. So we want to pull back right in here now so we can sustain and have a nice steady move up. So I got about I have about a $12,000 XRP position that I'm starting to dwindle down on my leverage trade. I have a trade and I was just, accumulating this trade for a while. Let me see, go back here. Where's XRP at? There you are. Yeah. So all in here, I was adding to my position, especially in here. I saw this, this was a big bull flag right here. So now it's time to take a little bit of profits. I already actually did take profits. I took it when we were 54, 55 cents. So now that we're coming down. So if you zoom in big time, let's go to the 1 hour chart. This thing could actually, this thing can actually, rally back up into here, a 3-way move before pulling back down for a larger 3-way move. So that would be like, that would be just like this, where you have a 1, 2, 3. That would be A, B, C, and then we go. That's according to that. For that one more hit to the high. So is it going to go up? Is it going to go down? Is it going to go sideways? Guys, I have no clue. I don't know what it's going to do. Back over here, when we were in here, I was saying, hey, this is bullish. This is very, very, very bullish. I'm actually very bullish. When we got this move and this back test, that's when I was saying, hey, we are breaking out of the triangle. This is a massive thing. And I was saying it for weeks. But now that we had the breakout, now I'm expecting what? A back test. So one more thing and we'll wrap it up. This is the back test that I would like to see take place. And back tests are very important so that we can get long-term sustainability. So if we broke above that there. So here's our triangle, right? We broke above the triangle. So let's actually go to the daily chart so you can see it a little bit better. There's the triangle right there. So now what's going to happen? Well, according to the rules of the back test, we have a 1, 2, 3. We broke out. We're up here. So now what? We want to come back down and back test this trend line right here. This trend line right here. This down move right here. That downward resistance line. We broke out. Now we want to back test it. We want to back test this trend line. And it can be anywhere from 30 to 36 to 42. It could be, any of in that area. And then go to the moon. So we're very close. So this is my final chart. This is what I think. If I had to guess, and I'm not guessing, but over here, I was very confident, hey, we're bullish. Now, either we're going to keep going higher or we're going to come down and backtest. So I would guess that we need to come back down and backtest this area. It just looks right. We have this move up. Now we need to move down so that we can get that next move up because we just went up, right? We went up. So it doesn't make sense to go up again. You need a pullback. So I would suspect that April is going to be kind of boring. I think April's going to be boring. I think May might be a little boring. But I think once we get towards midsummer, I know summers are not good for crypto. Usually crypto is terrible in summer. But I don't know. I got a funny feeling that summer might be interesting. Either, because if we do go down, then it's going to look a little ugly. We had this consolidation, we had this break higher, and now we need a spring. And then a continuation. But that takes us all the way to fall. I mean, that takes us to the end of the year. So we could literally be going down for the whole year before that move. So, even blockchain backer said, look, this was a retrace, reaccumulation, sideways breakout, right? And if that's the case, then if we're in Wyckoff accumulation, this is Wyckoff accumulation. And if it's Wyckoff accumulation, then what do we need? We need a spring. We need a spring that takes us to that next level. So we had the breakout Now what's next? We need the spring. So if I can guess, I would suspect that we need to come back down. So let's see what happens. I have no idea what's going to happen. That's just my best guess. I wish all of you a great day. And remember, hold your XRP. The lawsuit can end tomorrow and XRP can go to $100. Who knows? That's what I'm saying. Like, if you're trading like me, like I have leverage trading, yeah, take your profit. But if you're holding XRP, don't sell it. Just because, I would never ever sell my XRP, especially at 51 cents. It can go down for the next 6 months. I don't care. I'm not selling because I know at some point this thing's going to rip. And when it rips, it's least expected. So just be